Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Sims 3 Warrior Cats challenge, where we are here with Moth, who unfortunately was the victim of today's minor event clumsy mistake. So she actually lost a hunting skill, which is unfortunate, but it happens. I don't know how she did it in her sleep, but you know, that is what it is. Frostbloom, you cannot get flea or hairballs, so and she's getting pretty hungry. Trout is thinking about how stinky he is. Yeah, maybe you should like groom yourself. You know, better yet, go play in the pond. He can technically fish right now, but I'm actually gonna say that the cats have to learn the fishing skill before they can fish. Just like with hunting. And Frostbloom, how are you doing? She's gonna go eat something. That's fair. Heather is non-destructive and friendly. She's so cute. What is her thing again? Reflective and paranoid, and she wants to keep a promise. So considering she's reflective, she probably wouldn't go out in the wild again, because she is not quite up for that. Also, look at all the prey we have in this prey pile. It is crazy. And we're almost at the season shift, which means we're almost at the point where we're gonna choose our leader. I did say last episode maybe we should choose like the names on the full moon, but I actually thought about it, and it would be a bit odd for them to do that, considering they are technically still just wildcats. I'm not sure they will actually change their names. The entire, like, the code just says that you need, like, we need an apprentice and a leader and stuff like that. We won't get a leader with 9 lives, by the way, because they don't have the blessing of the ancient warriors just yet. This is just to prove ourselves, to like be worthy of their blessing. So that's I don't think I'm actually going to make the names. Also, you barely even played in this pond. Come on, Trout. You gotta harness that inner fish, inner fishy soul in yourself. Oh, up there? Yeah, sure, why not? That's fine. Olive, I am so surprised that I think I have changed this a little bit. I actually made it, I changed it from 1 to 28 days to 7 to 28 days, which means technically she should have at least 4 days, but because I rolled that before I changed it, I'll just kind of leave it be. She got lucky with her extreme illness. It could have been a lot worse, and I'm surprised it hasn't been worse. I mean, it's not the illness itself that really does anything. It's this effect that has a 30% chance of happening every day, and we have not had it happen. So that's pretty darn crazy. Frostbloom, maybe you should actually go on patrol today. You should, like, take a nap, I think. And let's see. Wildheart, you're feeling up to... Let's have you also nap, and then you and Frostbloom can actually go out. Also, I wanted to see, like, if we do it... if we make it so that it's the top cat who they're gonna choose. I wanted to see what cat or cats are actually sort of like in the running. So we have Olive from Sunshine, actually. That's interesting. So Sunshine would vote on Olive, which makes sense. I mean, the other options are Frostbloom, who is the medicine cat already, well, a healer, or her son Sparrow, but I could see how she really, really loves him, but he would be a bit hot-headed, maybe? A bit rash. So she actually wants to vote for Olive as leader. That's interesting. And Skip also wants to vote for Olive, so that's 2 votes on Olive already. Frostbloom actually wants Sunshine to be leader, which also makes sense. Sunshine is very old, but that's about the only negative we have there. Olive, who would you want? Also Sunshine. Huh. Interesting. Also, these two are ready for their patrol out. Okay, so Olive would also pick Sunshine. So right now it stands between Olive and Sunshine. What about the younger cats of the Wildcats then? Trout would pick Frostbloom, despite her being the healer. Well, it is a choice. Sparrow, you would pick Wildheart as the leader. Huh. I suppose that makes sense. Moth would actually choose Skip. Wildheart would choose Sparrow. And Leo would also choose Olive. Do we actually have who is going to be leader here, just based off like what the other cats are gonna choose? That's interesting. I don't actually know if the kids... Yeah, the kids aren't gonna be grown up, but Heather would also choose Frostbloom, and Storm would have chosen his mom. So if Storm actually did grow up, I mean, yeah, we'll see. But that's interesting. So Olive and Sunshine seem to be the most, like, honored as leaders. Huh. And then a Wildheart and Skip in there as well. Well, that's an interesting one. I was thinking we would actually go and collect some herbs. So let's roll the random generator. Frostbloom has decided to go over to Serpent's Rock for herbs today. Just because we're not really looking for anything specific, I figured we might as well. I'm sorry, I thought I saw a like shadow on this lot. It is a little bit difficult how to like manage things. When it comes to like patrol encounters and stuff. I have tried to change it a little bit with the random generators, but we pretty much never ever find a cat out here. So that's a bit difficult to, you know, work with. Okay, and Wildheart, you can go over here and catch that. Is there any venomous snakes or snakes in general that we have to hunt? Not really. There is, however, herbs, which we do need. So we have some ginseng, right? That's wonderful. Didn't one of the cats have... Yeah! She had immunity to sickness, but I believe that was like a while ago, so we're gonna cancel that. We do actually already have some ginseng left. Oh, we only have one. That's a pretty important herb to have like during... And I mean, we are actually going into the colder weathers right now. So having some sweetgrass and the like would actually be great. It would be very, very wonderful to have some of that. Do we have anything else that can be harvested? Licorice and buzzberry, but buzzberry is not... It's not ready for harvest. Neither was the licorice. And licorice is actually not actually licorice in my sort of story. In my story, because they look sort of like sticks if you squint hard enough, I've actually decided that you can use those to give help to a queen who is in need of well, who is giving or like kidding. So that can be given to a queen, and if it is given to a queen, then it gives a minus 10%, or well, a plus, I suppose, a plus 10% to her, like not getting blood loss and stuff. So if you have like a weak queen, it's a pretty important item to have, but not an herb per se. Olive and Sunshine are still just roaming around. I also find it really, really funny that they would vote on each other. That That seems really interesting. I actually thought a couple more cats would vote for Skip, but it doesn't seem to be the case. No! Sparrow! Gosh darn it! We have fleas, you guys! Fleas! Okay, there we go. So we've done that. That's a normal snake, so that's fine. Let's see. Let's go up here and see if we can't find some herbs. Yeah, there we go. No, we didn't find herbs. Well, I mean, not yet at least. But Wildheart did actually find a piece of prey. We also have Midnight Bean. Well, that's not very useful right now. Is our basil? No, our basil isn't done either. Well done. Wildheart, you can do that just once. And then I think we should go to Crescent Pond and see if we can find anything there. Oh no, and Tofu is an elder, it looks like. That's unfortunate. There goes a monster. I think, well, I was gonna say, I think that Frostbloom is gonna go ahead of it, but it seems like she fell asleep. Yeah, I know you're tired, Frostbloom, but the wildcats really need some herbs. Oh, Dusty is an elder now too! My gosh, he and Tofu looked an awful lot like each other. Maybe they're brothers or something, if they're the same age as well. That's interesting. Oh no, Storm! Oh my gosh, why would you not eat? Gosh darn it. We have some basil that isn't quite mature. And then we have some sweetgrass that is actually ready for harvest, and I don't remember if that's all here. So let's go over here and let's teleport you here. And then you can, oh my gosh, if I can find it. There it is, and then you can harvest that. Oh, and then we have this one, which is Red Valerian, which is really, really good for blood loss, but we unfortunately don't have that to be mature quite yet. Or it is mature, it's just not harvestable. Storm, you are perfectly fine. You are just hungry like an ox. So you go eat. Oh, Sunshine. Sunshine, you're actually really, really tired. Maybe, just maybe, you should go sleep. Oh, and sorry, Frostbloom, you actually really needed to scratch again. There we go. Let's have her go scratch and... I'm thinking like if I should have them go over to the other area as well, but I don't think I will. We do actually also have areas outside. Maybe we should actually... I think tomorrow we might actually send a little like patrol expedition over to either Flutterfly Lake or the Green Grove. And that would be the first time you guys actually see the Green Grove, if we do go there. You can hunt one more time and then you can go home. And you can also eat one of the items you have caught. I think Storm kind of loves snakes, not gonna lie. He also, Skip wanted to playfully chase Storm, but then Heather seems to have caught his attention instead. No! Stop it! No! Don't you dare, Sparrow! I completely forgot about you again. Oh my gosh, Sparrow! You actually have parasites. Okay, hold on, hold on. He actually rolled the roll. Let's see, an 87. Oh my gosh. Let's see, what are the chances here? I can't actually find the... Oh no, wait, hold on. I know where they are. There we go. Okay, so he has moderate parasites. What is that? It's fleas. Okay. Okay, well that's unfortunate, buddy. Oh, he has them bad. He has fleas bad. Oh, Sparrow, no. Okay, so he actually has fleas for 6 days. If you can believe it. And that means he can do everything just fine, but he does have a 25% chance of losing caught prey. And he also has a 10% chance of getting minor wound per day. And I think, well, getting a wound increase per day, I would say. Wound increase just because if he already has a minor wound, then I would like it to become a moderate wound. So this could actually be pretty darn dangerous. He still needs it cured, of course. Wildheart, you're on your way home. Didn't I tell you to eat something? I'm pretty darn sure I told you to eat a snake. So I'm gonna allow that to happen. Which means we actually didn't put it in the prey pile, which means that didn't actually go towards the code challenge we have. So we put 2 in the prey pile, and then we gave Frostbloom the last spider. And she's gonna go on home, and she's gonna talk to Sparrow, because, oh my gosh, Sparrow, are you serious? Let's get rid of those, so he at least doesn't chance spreading it to people, or to other cats. Let's socialize, sniff, maybe even groom. They haven't really talked to each other for a while, but... no, not woohoo. But, Frostbloom is pretty tired, so... Okay, Sunshine... I cannot believe it. Oh no, it's 0 days now, Sunshine! But that also means her kids are about to grow up in just 2 days. I'm so excited for that. As much as it pains me. Wildheart and Moth are so cute together. Absolutely adorable. Leo, how are you doing? No, Leo, why? Okay. He's fine at least. He has a 4. He was the extreme in the other direction. Leo, listen, you have to come over here and you need to wake up. Well, you won't wake him up. Her up? Frostbloom up. I think Sparrow was, by the way, sitting right by her nest, just thinking or something. Who knows what he was doing? Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Let's get rid of another rat and those fleas. Was he going to the medicine nests? It's just like, oh, I'm sick. I cannot handle it. I mean, he was a kitty pet before, so any little thing might like scare him a bit. Yeah, and he's sad that Ember, or Dandelion, sorry, is no longer with, like that he's no longer with him. That's really unfortunate. Okay, let's have you sleep here, and Leo, you can go off and do whatever you want, or, you know, sleep right in the nest with them. Well, in the den. No, Olive, you can't get any. You can't get any wants or wishes. I'm really sorry. Moth. Honestly. You're just vomiting right on my lovely stone floors. She is so restless, by the way. She seems to really, really want to, like, play chase or something. Because she really, really wants to level her fighting skill, of course. Oh, and Skip is actually very... Oh, they're goofing around. Okay. Hold on. You come over here, Skip, and let's have you two exercise together. There we go. Let's play chase. And honestly, whether or not Olive is chosen might actually depend on if her Bane of Aggression actually goes away. And will the cats change their mind because of this? I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. But right now she isn't really in a state to lead anyone. So that's gonna be interesting. But we do only have 1 day left until our leader will be chosen, which is gonna be very, very fun. We will see if anything significant happens in between. I mean, we never know. There's event generators and, you know, random events in the game and so on. So it could get pretty crazy. Keep playing chase. I wish there was a bit of an easier way to practice the fighting skill specifically, but oh well. I would say it's definitely the most difficult one to level, just because you need 2 cats. I mean, you could always... I wish there was a friendly fight. Like a friendly one. Because that, like... Yeah, there we go. So she's finally level 1 at least. But that, like, took quite a while. If we mean fight, both of them level up. And it goes a lot faster as well. Like, look at that. Did you guys see that? That goes really, really fast. Of course, then you do get injuries, but I wouldn't actually count those. I would, of course, level up their level, like, as much as it was before. Because that is... But like, I wish you could do it without all the negative interactions. That would be really cool. Sparrow... Okay, but I think everything seems pretty darn relaxing right now. Olive's Bane of Aggression has gone down 1 day, and I'm gonna check on the other cats who are also sick. Wildart, you haven't perchance leveled up. She has not. And with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And soon we will actually come to see who is going to be the leader of the Wildcats. And the deputy also, which the leader would be choosing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!